Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the left hand side of the screen, you will see a diagram there, and we're told to reproduce these given views using isometric projection. Now, when you hear the word isometric projection, the first thing you have to do is for you to draw your isometric axis. You take your t square and your z square, you draw your vertical line this way, right? You draw the vertical line this way, like this. Hope you can see that. And you draw the horizontal line too, this way, in this manner. Can you see that? And you draw the other axis this way too, in this manner. Either way, from this point, you do this way. Hope you can see that. After you've done that, if you look at now, we want to get the entire height of this given figure here. So from here, this is 16, then 16 plus the next height, which is what, 64. Both of them will give us 80, right? To give us what, 80. Now the next one is plus the diameter of this circle. You take the radius. Since the diameter is 44, radius will be what, 22. So everything that we have here will be 100 and what, 102. Can you see that? We'll be having 102 as the entire height. Is that okay now? So if you should take your instrument and you measure the 102 here, this way, from this point, you measure 102 at this point here. So from 0, this is 100, 101, 102. Can you see that? So this is where it ends. Now the next one is the length, and the length of this given figure here is going to be 110, and this is where the length is. So 110. So from 0 is 110 here. Can you see that? Then the width 62. So from here we have 62 here. This is 60, 62 here, as you can see. Now I will now use this to form my box in this manner. So when I place my t square and I place my z square, my t square, I'm going to draw this vertical line. I'll come here also. I'll draw this vertical line here this way. Can you see that? And you close this up this way, in this manner, right? And you come here also, you move your instrument to this point, and you do the same thing here at this point here, and you come here too, do the same thing at this point here. Now this is what we have constructed out. Hope you can see that. Well, we do it this way. From here to here is 102, so the center will give us 51. So I'm going to measure 51 this way, from 0 to 51. 0, right? As this is 110. If you can look from the diagram closely, this is 110, so 55. So from 0, this is 55 here, the center of that figure. After I've gotten the center, let's measure the thickness of what, 16 first of all. From 0, which is here, we'll measure 15, 16 here. Can you see that? And what we can see here is ticking all through. It is what? Ticking all through. So I'll just ticking it all through. I'll ticking it what? All through from here. Yeah, also I'm taking it all through. Yeah, also I'm taking it all through. Yeah, too. I'm taking it all through. And I'll close it up too. I'll also close it through all through. Now, I can just bring it down out this way. And I'll take it out to this way to touch here. So if you look closely, what we have here, the thickness of here is going to be what? 14, right? So I'm going to measure 14 from here. From 0 and this is 14. Can you see that? This is what we have, 14 at this point. And I can easily take it up in this manner. See what I'm about to do. I'll take it up, the height of 14. Can you see that? So if I should take that up, now the next thing I'm going to do here is that from this point here, which is this same point around here, which I can also make it to be this point here. Look at this. So you get to understand what I'm trying to do. This is something at this point here. I'll measure 64, as you can see on the screen, upward. So we're going to what? Measure that 64 you see. So from 0 to 64. This is 60, 64 is here. And you see that? That will be the center of that cylinder you see. So that 64 will locate the center of the cylinder. So if I should bring it that way out, let me just draw this. We connect it to this. So if I should do that, remember that I measured 55 here. So I'm going to take that 55 upward this way. And I'll take it in this way too. Then I'll take it up also. So where it meets here, that is the center of that cylinder you're seeing, right? So now if you move forward, now you discover that, so from here you see now, right? From this point here you see, I'm talking about this line you see from this center point here, you're going to measure 18 forward, right? And you're going to measure 14 again. You understand what I'm trying to see now? So measure 18 forward in this manner. Let me show you. So if I put it this way, I'll just draw it outward this way. So from this point, I'll measure 18 forward. So if I place my instrument like this is 0, then I'll measure what? 18. This is 18 here. Then from that same point again, I'm going to measure 14 inward. That thickness you see where my arrow is pointing. This is 14 here. 14 here. So 14 inward here. Now if you add 18 plus 14, that is giving us 32. So what is remaining there? 16 that is remaining. Is that again? Because the length of the cylinder is 50. So it's remaining 16. So from here, you measure another 16. From 0, 10, 15, and this 16 here. So that is where the length of my cylinder is. Are you with me now? That is where the length of my cylinder is. So what I was supposed to do is this. I'm going to draw this downward from that point, and I'll draw this downward too from this point. Hope you can see that. Let me make it more visible. So from this point that we have here, I will now draw a line this way. You see that? I'll come here too. I'll draw another line this way too. You see that? So I'm focusing on this point and on this point. So the diameter of that outer circle is given to be what? 44. So I need 22 to bring out that box I need. So I'll come here and I'll measure 22 from 0. This is 22 here. 22 here. And I'll place it at this point. I'll mark 22 up. I'll mark 22 down. I'll mark 22 to the right. And also 22 to the left. Can you see that? I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing. But let me bring out this box here first of all. With that 22 we have. So take this downward. Come here too. Take this downward. And you close it up. And you close it up. So this is what I'm actually looking for. From this point, point 1, point 2, point 3, and what? Point 4. Those are the 4 points I am actually looking for. Then you can just take it backward. This way, from 2 to 4. Then connect from 3 to this end here. From 3 here to this end. And also from 3 to this end here. So this is where they are meeting. So I'll call it to the point A and what? And B. Let me call it, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll call this point here 5. Here should be 6, 7, and what? 8. So I join from 3 to 7 and from 3 to 6. So this is what we have. So I want to pass this to the other side too here. So let me pass this to the other side too here. So from 6, I'll get another 6 here. There's another 6 at this point. From 5, I'll get another 5 here. There's another 5 here, right? From 7, I'll get another 7 here. This is point 7. Then the baseline 8. I'll transfer the 8 to this point. So there's another 8 point here. So I'll make this point to form another box. So draw this down. Draw this down. Then you close it up. And you close it up. Hope you can see that. So this point you see is point 4 again, just like here, the same thing. Replica. Then this point 1 is here, 1, 2 is 2. So I'll join 2 and 4 again, the way I join 2 and 4 here. Can you see that? Then I can just transfer the point instead of just putting too much line. Just transfer this point A. Here I'll have another point A. Point B here, I'll have another point B. So A and what? And B. That's what I need. Now we want to draw out that curve that we have there. The outer curve first. So if I should take my instrument and I place it here at this part here, I will get this arc here, you see. Can you see that? And if I come to this end here too, 1, I'll get the same thing here too. Can you see that? If I place it at B to 7, I'll cover it up. If I come at A to 6, I'll cover it up. Hope you can see that. Now aside that, I'll come to this endpoint here, right? Come to that endpoint, I'll do the same thing, just faint line first, since I'm not sure of how long the line will be. So I'll just join this faint line first from 1, then I'll come here to 6 to 8. Faint line from B here to, right? So these are the two blocks I have brought out. So what I'll simply do is we're going to join from this point here to this point, faint line first. And also this side I'll take in this is I'm very sure the extent of it. Hope you can see that. Now I can also just stick in here like this if I want to. So we're coming back to that. Now aside from that, remember that we have a 14 mark here. So from here I'm going to measure 18 backward. Is that taken? As you can see from here, 18. So measuring my 18, I'll come to this point here. I'll measure 18. From this point 6 here. This is 10. This is 18 here. Can you see that? After the 18, I'll measure 14. Again, that is this thickness from here to here. So in that point, I'll just do something here. How will I do? Look at what's happening. I'll stretch it down. I'll just from here, stretch it down. From here also, stretch it down. Can you see that? And where it meets this vertical line here, this vertical line, I'll take it to the other point to here. Yeah, here's already there too, right? And where it meets here too is meeting at this point and at this point. I'll also take it into here and here. So I will try to. Now, if you notice it's meeting 3 at this point here. This is a line of 3 here. So this line is meeting 3 here, and this line is meeting 3 here. This point here, I mean this 3 is here. Hope you can see that. So I'll just take it up to touch that vertical line. So this is what I just need. So this is 3, meaning that this point here is 3 too. Then here also is what? Is 3. Let's join the diagonals first of all. The longest diagonal. So if I come to that point when it touches the 3 and I take it up. So where it's touching here is important. And the other 3 too, where it's touching here also is important. So I'll just join the diagonals. From here to here. And also touching here too, from here to here. These are the diagonals that I need. So okay. So once I've done that, I can now start getting my curve. So from point 3, from point 3 here, I'll take it to this point on that plane and I'll get this. From the second point 3 too, I'll do the same thing too. Then we take it there. So that's what I need. So I will now take my rule from here and I'll connect it to this point. As you can see. And from here to connect it to this point, as you can see. Hope you can see that. Then I can now take my instrument from what I have here, where it meets this line here. You know, this is giving us also 14. So I'll measure 7 to both sides with my instrument here. From here, this is 14, so I'm going to measure 7 to the right and 7 to the left. Hope you can see that. And I'm going to close it up. This is coming here. And this is coming here, faint line. Then what else again do we have? Then I'll move it from here. I'll come here also, take the measurement of these two that I took earlier, come to this point, mark, then mark. So with what I have here, I'll take it to this point. What I have here, I'll take it to this point. Then this is coming here. So if I should place it, I should transfer this point A here to this other diagonal line here. I'll also go another curve here. Go another curve here. So meaning that this line from here that touches here is going to move up and touch that curve. And I'll close it up too. Then this is coming here too. Can you see that? Then aside that, since I use this to connect this here, I'll also do the same thing here too. So if I should place it at this point here, so let me just close here first. We're coming, we are moving forward. So this part you see here is what we have, is over there. So you take in here too. Can you see that? And what else again do we have? Here also is already there. And what else do we have here? Let me see. So this is moving from here towards this guy here. Can you see that? So we're taking this way. So I use my French. So that's what we have there. So here is thickened like this. So we'll move forward. This is coming from here. Just move it to this point. Hope you can see that. And what else again do we have? I will take in here also. And there's an inner circle here with a radius of 26, radius of 13 because diameter is 26. So I'm going to place it in here. So you construct the same circle in this point too. So you can also take your instrument here. I can just take in the place I have to take in here. Here at this point, I have my vertical line already. I have my horizontal line. Just take the radius of 13 of that arc. You see, since the diameter is 26, take the radius of 13. So from 0 to 13, and I'll come here and mark 13 here, 13 here, 13 here, and also 13 here. So I'll make it to form a box. This is what we have here from this point to this point to this point and to this point. So I'll just take my set square, connect from this point to here, and from this point to here. Just like what we've been doing all along. If you watch my video how to draw a circle in isometric. So when I place it at this point, I'll come here and I'll get this. I'll come to this point too. I'll get this. I'll come to this point here too. I'll cover it up. And I'll come to this point here too. I'll cover it up. What is just remaining here is the circle that we have here. So the question is, how can we get the circle? One way is to measure um 20. You measure what? 20 inward this way. You measure 20. Let me taking this out first. So you measure 20 inward this way. From 0 to 20. And you take your instrument and you take it in this manner. And the other one, you measure 24 downward to get the center. From 0 on that line, you measure 24. So that is the center here. So I'll just take my instrument and just do the same thing. So the circle is placed here. And also I'll do here too. Then transfer the points. So from this point to this point, the center is saying from this point to this point. That's where my line will be. So what's the radius? The radius given the say 2 holes diameter of what? 12. 2 holes diameter of 12, right? So you just measure radius of 6. 0 to 6. You place it here, you mark 6, 6, 6, 6. Right? You come here too, you mark 6, 6, 6, 6. Now when you've done that, the next thing you should just do here is to draw out your box. and you close it up to join the longest diagonals. And you move from the short diagonal here to this point, and from this point here to this point. Similarly, do the same thing here too. So we can now draw our circle. So if I place it here, I'll get this curve. If I place it here, I'll get this curve. Turn it again, get this curve. Come here to get this curve. Place it at this point. And easily get this here too. Here also. Here also. So I can easily chicken it out if I want to. So this is what we have here. Here too. So we have successfully brought out that shape you can see at the left hand side of the screen in isometric projection, right? So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.